My name is Olim Khamidullaev. I'm from Uzbekistan, Central Asia. So today it's very unforgettable for me because I'm in the podium. So let me introduce my country, my nation, which inspired me to make a little article about the unusual character of Uzbeks, my nations. So Uzbeks has incredible hospitality. So that hospitality inspired me to write this little article, which is based on the warm characters, the warm hospitality to foreigners. So today I highlighted some hot points of that article. And I will read if you are ready to listen. Thank you. So the old Uzbek proverb goes, hospitality is above enmity, because the ancient national custom is intended to let in even the enemy and treat them with some bread. Hospitality was an important rule of life and moral law of the Uzbek people in the old days. This custom of our ancestors that has been formed for thousands of years still exists and remains the fundamental factor in our behavior and interactions between people. So, the guest is the most honorable place in Uzbek house, and the further from the entrance, the more respect it means for the guest. The well-known tea ceremony is important element of Uzbek hospitality. The ancient aphorism soars about the traditional dastarkhan. It means let the tablecloth. The first sip moisturizes lips. The second makes one forget about loneliness. And the third sip warms everything inside. The fourth drives grief away from after the fifth sip, a guest is ready to argue. Even to argue with a strong man. So, the Uzbek feast always astonished by its scale and hospitality, thanks to hundreds of recipes. Refined sweets, every possible nuts, dried fruits take their worthy place on the traditional dastarkhan. So dastarkhan means tablecloth. Hospitality is the distinctive feature of our people, connected with warm attitude to people, whether they are close relative or accidental wayfarer. Nobody left this house displeased, says Abdullah Qadri, the great writer, wrote about the Uzbek family and its hospitality. People from Uzbekistan can be chiefly described as hospitable. Uzbek hospitality is something to be experienced. You will certainly find yourselves as a guest in an Uzbek house. These guidelines should help you to know what to expect and what to do. So, for people who are sitting further away, a gesture of greeting is made by putting your right hand on your chest, on your heart, making a slight bow with your head. During the greeting ceremony, questions are asked about hosts, relatives, health, work, and home. So, the further you sit from the entrance to the room or the garden, the further honored you are. You may stretch your legs under the table and support yourself with cushions behind you and under your elbow. So, the next, candies and tea will be served, and before long, the table will be covered with various hot dishes, vegetables, fruit and variety of cool drinks, and sometimes alcohol. No, it's not open. It's yeah. You can be served. Yes. The most popular Uzbek dish is pilav. Yes, it's an Uzbek name, pilav. It's the name of our king, one of the king dishes. So, pilav is served on a large dish, which is called lagan. Yeah, lagan is a big dish, like a plate, big plate. Place it in the center of the table, so it means usually everybody eats from the one dish, since eating from one dish is considerate, making people intimate, so making people close. Like one big family, yes. You will not offend anyone, however, if you serve some pilav onto your plate from the nearest dish. Sometimes pilav is eaten with the right hand, but eating with a spoon or fork is common. During the meal, special round bread, called long. Yeah, it is in Uzbek language, long. Is served. There are many traditions connected to Uzbek bread. It's never cut with knife. At the start of the meal, it is broken into pieces by hand and placed on the table near each place setting. Try not to place bread upside down with its head upside up. Why? Because by placing it the right way up will earn you the respect of the host and those around you. Uzbek people consider bread to be holy and greatly respected. You will be served tea throughout the meal. Coffee is not popular in Uzbekistan, though it may be served if you request it. The host fills your piola. Piola, it's a teacup in my language. Only 1/3 full by the host. The less tea, the sooner it cools down. This is also the sign of the respect in hot Asian climate. Always take your piola from the host with your right hand, with your left hand on your heart, like this. So it means, with your left hand, it means the key word rahmat, it means thank you. Foreigners are usually fascinated by the tea ceremony. The host first pours the tea into piola and then back into the teapot. It's done by 3 times. The reason of this, the reason is to stir the tea leaves, making the tea more stronger. Then the host fills each piola, serving every guest with the greatest respect, one at a time. Be prepared to be offended mountains of food. Midnight will come and go and not sit around an Uzbek table. Uzbek people will always accompany you to your home or try to persuade to spend the night. I just highlighted here. There is so much to read, but you can read full the text, full the article online. So I can say, I have 2 words. I should thank some people, some persons who supported me, who said me every time, Olim John, you can, Olim John, you can. This is my teacher, Rolly Finke, and my boss, Greg Sabalik, who is the first close person in the United States. So, thank you for you. Thank you, teacher. Thank you.